distance, the Shard of Glass. So you might want to visit the Shard on the right. We're going to be right beneath it very shortly. Now the bridge ahead of us is a railway. We've got a station on the right in the distance, Waterloo, and a station to your left, Charing Cross, the West End. I'm trying to speak slowly, hopefully you can understand something I'm saying. Now we've got our footbridge, Golden Jubilee Bridge. Wave to people if there's anybody there. They sometimes throw things on the boat, but I'm not joking. They wave to them, that's it. There's another footbridge the other side, so there are idiots about occasionally. So do wave and hope for the best. On the right, Royal Festival Hall. We've had some very famous people perform here before. People like Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, Pavarotti and Whitney Houston. All of them have performed inside that building. And very sadly, all of them have passed away. So we're just waiting now for the Justin Bieber concert. I'm glad you agree. You do understand me. Now to your left with a clock face, Petroleum Offices, Shell Max House. And next door to Shell with the lit up roof, Savoy Hotel. Very nice and very expensive of course, the Savoy Hotel. Waterloo Bridge, this one, but we call it the Ladies' Bridge. It was built by women in the Second World War. All of our men, those away fighting, the girls, they done all the work at home and they built this bridge, Waterloo. So we call it the Ladies' Bridge over the River Thames. Bit of a long shot. Is there anybody from England on the boat? You're from England. What about Britain? Yes? You're on the left, Somerset House. It used to be a residence for the family, the royal family. It's also where they kept all of our birth, death and marriage certificates. So all our records were kept in there years ago. It's a university today. And look on the right, we're passing National Theatre. There it is. And next door, International Business Machines, IBM. And that tall office building, ITV. So in front of it, the television studios. Programs like X Factor, Pop Idol, Britain's Got Talent. It's all filmed on the right, ITV. We are very talented in this country. So talented, last year's winner was a dog, you might remember. This show was on for months every week. We got 60 million people or more living in this country, and it was won by a dog. Very good, eh? Also on the right ahead of us with the red lights in the tower, OXO. Now in this country, OXO, it's a beef stock cube, a gravy. You add boiling water to it. And they made OXO in that warehouse years ago. People live there now, it's apartments. There's a restaurant on the roof, that glass canopy, Harvey Nichols. And that's very nice and very expensive. A bottle of water, £12 a bottle. Apparently, it's very nice and tasting water though. It must be over £12 a bottle. Looking ahead of the boat on the left, St Paul's Cathedral. Now on the river to your left, there's a building lit up. And it's got a sloping roof, black spire. The old City of London School for Boys. And that's not a school today, an American bank, JP Morgan. They are the old school for boys. Is anybody from America on the boat? Well, look over the bridge on the left and there's St Paul's. You can actually stand above the dome of St Paul's. There's a viewing level to walk around. And as the London Eye is closed, a lot of people are making the effort to go up above that dome. But I will warn you, there's no lift, there's no elevator, it's a staircase over 500 steps to get to the top of that dome. Buried in the crypt, Sir Christopher Wren, the architect. And Blackfriars Bridge, we could not fit underneath it earlier. The tide was so high, but look, we've got enough room now just to get under the bridge. Left and right to the road, these red columns, they built the last bridge onto a column, the railway bridge. But these columns, they used to carry steam trains from Dover into London, the steam railway. And on the right, with a glass roof and a chimney, Bankside Power Station. Now, the new Tate Modern, the largest modern art gallery in the world. It doesn't cost anything to go there. Free to visit. Completely free to go to the Tate. Once you've been inside that building and you've had a good look around, you'll probably start to realise why it's free. Unless you like modern art. Some people do, don't they? Some people. And there's St Paul's on the left. Linking these two buildings, a bridge that featured in the movie Harry Potter. I've never seen that film, to be honest, only bits of it. But apparently he flies on a broomstick under the bridge in Harry Potter. And they built this bridge for the year 2000, so we call it Millennium Footbridge. On the right, the white building lit up, William Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, the replica. During the summer, there are plays performed every day. There's no cover to the roof, it's open to the elements. So in our winter, guided tours. Of course, it still rains in the summer. We get a lot of rain still in the summer. But you're not allowed umbrellas in that building. Umbrellas are banned. Take a poncho. If it does start to rain, they still continue the show. As the old saying goes, the show must go on. And it's only £5 a ticket. Very cheap, isn't it, eh? I mean, you can't get a pint of beer in some pubs for £5. That's very cheap, I'm sure you'd agree, for live entertainment in London. And are we all enjoying the live commentary provided? Fantastic. Can you hear the bell of St Paul's? No, look at that, hear the bell. Southwark Bridge. Now where I might go in about half an hour when I finish work, I might go to the pub. The one to the right, before the bridge, the Anchor. Over 400 years old. They do lovely food in there. Nice bit of fish and chips. Really, fish and chips is not a London dish. You have fish and chips at the coast, at the seaside. In London, we eat pie and mash. Meat pie and mashed potato. And jelly dills. We do like jelly dills in London. Cannon Street, the railway station to your left. You can see to your left the office buildings in the city, the capital city to your left. All office buildings. Look up on the right though, the Shard. This morning you could not see halfway up, it was covered by the fog. And you can buy a ticket and stand at the top where it's lit up, the viewing levels. £30. Very expensive though, isn't it? There's no discount if it's foggy. You won't see too much on a foggy day. They'll still charge you £30. Designed by an Italian, Renzo Piano. They gave him an apartment near the top for the design. He lived there for 1 year and then he sold it. £45 million. Crazy, isn't it? For drawing a triangle. 45 million. In the middle, a hotel, Shangri-La Hotel. That's very nice. I've seen pictures, so I've not been up there, but it looks nice. There's a swimming pool in the hotel. London Bridge, this is it, London Bridge. There's been a bridge here for 2,000 years. The Romans built the first one. This one, it was opened 1973. The one before this, it's in America. It spans the lower Colorado River, Lake Havasu City in the Arizona desert. So we sold it to the Americans for $2 million as it was sinking in the 60s. You see the building to your left, the tall one behind these? The walkie-talkie building. And near the top, right near the top, where those lights go across, that's a balcony. And it is free to go up there, the Sky Garden. Have you been up there before? Are you local? Pretty local to London? 20 minutes. Well, go onto the internet, Google Sky Garden, and you can book tickets for free. Normally there's a 2-week waiting list. I just turned up, took me photo ID, and they let me up there. So try that one, just turn up. My friend, he took his girlfriend up there, and she really enjoyed it, so it is free to go up there. He wanted to take her up the Shard. So she's scared of heights. It's a bit too high for her up there. That's where he wanted to take her. And so 30 quid is a bit dear. She don't like heights. On the right, the archway, a shopping complex. But it used to be a dock. You could take a barge in there years ago, row a barge to be unloaded. And the tide's right now, high water, you're rowed in. And on the right, the warship, HMS Belfast, built in Belfast, Northern Ireland, the same shipyard that built Titanic. So lots of action. Second World War and Korean War in the 50s. Fascinating vessel. Very interesting. Now I can see you want to get a picture at Tower Bridge. Of course you do. So we're going to turn the boat shortly, any second now. Keep looking on the right. We're going to see Tower Bridge here as we turn the boat.
On your face.
A great time to see the bridge of a night when it's all lit up.
No,
Beautiful,
towards you.
isn't it? People call it London Bridge.
Not your head, the
That's
light.
behind us. This
Okay,
is Tower
ready?
Bridge.
I only gotta have your face.
With the tower.
Just shine it like this. Yeah. All right.
Office buildings on the right, and the
Around.
last one
Towards you.
with the
This
yellow
way.
lights.
This way. There. Good.
City Hall. The Mayor's Office, Sadiq Khan. City Hall. And here we go. We're going to turn the boat now. Get you a lovely photograph of the bridge. It opens in the middle, of course, to allow ships in to this part of the river. During the summer, we get cruise liners, big cruise liners coming in, and warships from all over the world. Up until the 80s, 30 years ago, cargo ships came in. And it opened every day, about 20 times. So when the bridge opened, people walked over the top for free.